think your dog is built to handle those big, tight embraces, think again. Today we're diving into 25 things you should never do to your dog, and stick to the end for a bonus tip that will prolong the life of your dog's heart and cognitive function. Number 1. Hugging your dog. To us, a hug is the ultimate sign of love, but in the canine world, wrapping your arms around a dog's neck or shoulders is a sign of intense physical dominance and restraint. Let's break down 3 big reasons why hugging all it's cracked up to be for your pet. First, it triggers an instinctual, trapped response. Dogs are cursorial animals, which means their primary defense mechanism is to run away from trouble. When you wrap your arms around them, you're effectively locking the brakes. You've removed their flight option, and in a dog's brain, that triggers a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. Scientists have found that in over 80% of photos where owners are hugging their dogs, the dogs are showing at least one sign of distress. Second, it leads to a loss of control. In a split-second moment, a dog that feels restrained may feel forced to use its secondary defense, its teeth. This is why so many unprovoked bites happen to the faces of loved ones. You are putting your most vulnerable features right in the impact zone of a stressed animal. And third, it adds extra psychological wear. Just like a car's transmission fluid breaks down under high heat, a dog's trust breaks down under high stress. Repeatedly forcing these embraces makes the dog wary of your reach. Soon, they might start ducking their head when you go to pet them, or moving away when you sit on the couch. You believe you're building a bond, but biologically, you're creating a friction that wears down the relationship over time. If you want to show affection, do it in a way your dog can control. A side scratch or gentle chest rub lets them step away if they start feeling overwhelmed. In dog communication, giving space often signals respect. Instead of forcing close hugs or sudden contact, let the interactions stay relaxed so the social connection stays comfortable for them. 2. The kitchen risks. In many homes, the kitchen feels like the center of activity for dogs, though it can hide serious dangers. One common issue involves peanut butter. Many owners use it in toys or treats, but some brands contain xylitol, sometimes labeled as birch sugar. While harmless to humans, it is highly toxic to dogs. Xylitol can trigger a sudden insulin spike, causing a rapid drop in blood sugar within about 30 minutes. Dogs may become weak, confused, lose coordination, or even have seizures. It can also cause severe liver damage, and the body's attempt to process the toxin places heavy strain on the liver and kidneys. Because of this risk, ingredient labels should always be checked before giving peanut butter or sweetened foods to dogs. Another concern in recent years is grain-free dog food. Some specialty diets replaced grains with ingredients like lentils, peas, or potatoes and were marketed as healthier options. However, veterinary researchers and the US Food and Drug Administration have studied a possible connection between some grain-free diets and a heart condition called dilated cardiomyopathy. This condition weakens and enlarges the heart muscle, reducing its ability to pump blood effectively. Researchers are still studying the exact cause, but many veterinarians recommend discussing diet changes before switching foods. 3. The summer shave mistake. In hot weather, shaving a thick coated dog might seem helpful. For many double-coated breeds like Siberian Husky, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, and Labrador Retriever, it can actually cause problems. Their coats have 2 layers that regulate temperature and protect the skin. When the outer guard hairs are shaved off, the skin loses shade and can absorb more heat. Double coats may also grow back unevenly, trapping heat and increasing the risk of sunburn or insect bites. Regular brushing and removing loose undercoat usually helps far more than shaving. 4. The retractable leash problem. Retractable leashes may seem convenient, but they can create safety risks. The thin cord and locking system can fail if a strong dog suddenly runs. If that happens, the dog may be impossible to stop quickly. The constant tension of the leash can also encourage pulling, which may strain the neck and throat. Thin cords can cause rope burns if grabbed suddenly, and the long distance makes quick control difficult in crowded areas. In many situations, a standard fixed leash provides better safety and control. 5. The guilty face fallacy. If you walk in and find a mess, your dog's nervous expression may look like guilt. In reality, dogs do not experience guilt the way humans do. Dogs learn through immediate association. If punishment happens minutes or hours later, they cannot connect it to the earlier behavior. Instead, they simply react to their owner's tone and body language. The so-called guilty look is actually a set of appeasement signals: tucked tail, lowered body, lip licking, or avoiding eye contact. These behaviors are meant to calm tension, not admit wrongdoing. Punishing past behavior can also create anxiety around your return home. A better approach is addressing the cause, such as boredom, excess energy, or lack of mental stimulation. 6. The grape and raisin mystery. Fruit may seem like a healthy snack, but grapes and raisins are extremely dangerous for dogs. Even small amounts can cause sudden kidney failure. Researchers still have not identified the exact toxic compound, and reactions vary widely between dogs. Symptoms often appear within 6 to 12 hours and may include vomiting, fatigue, and loss of appetite. As the condition worsens, the kidneys may stop producing urine, allowing toxins to build up in the bloodstream. Because there is no known safe amount, veterinarians treat any grape or raisin exposure as an emergency. Early treatment can sometimes prevent serious damage. But once the kidneys begin failing, recovery becomes much more difficult. Unlike some organs, kidneys have limited ability to repair severe injury. The safest approach is simple. Keep grapes, raisins, and similar dried fruits completely out of reach of dogs. Choosing safe treats and improved foods helps protect their long-term health and avoids a very dangerous situation. 7. The alpha myth. For many years, dog training advice focused on the idea of dominance. Owners were told they needed to show their dog who was in charge, sometimes using physical techniques meant to force submission. Modern behavioral science has largely moved away from that idea. One reason is that the original theory came from early wolf studies done on unrelated captive wolves. Those animals were placed together in artificial groups, which created conflict that looked like constant power struggles. Later observations of wild wolves showed something very different. Packs are usually family groups led by parents, not rivals competing for dominance. Because dogs evolved alongside humans, their social behavior is even more cooperative than wolves in many ways. Another issue is the effect fear can have on learning. When a dog is physically forced, pinned down, or threatened, the brain activates its survival response. In that state, the dog focuses on escape or protection, not learning new behaviors. While the dog may appear to submit, it is usually reacting to stress rather than understanding what the owner wants. Over time, this kind of pressure can damage trust and may even increase defensive reactions. Training based on rewards, consistency, and clear communication tends to work far better. Dogs learn faster when they feel safe and understand which behaviors bring positive outcomes. 8. Ignoring warning signs. Dogs often show early signs when something is wrong, but those signals can be subtle. One example is unusual panting. Panting is normal after exercise or in warm weather, but constant heavy breathing in a cool environment can signal an underlying issue. Heart problems, pain, or other internal conditions sometimes show up this way first. Another sign involves resource guarding. If a dog growls or stiffens when someone approaches their food or toys, it may be a sign of anxiety or insecurity. Ignoring that behavior can allow it to grow worse over time. Addressing it early with proper training can help prevent future conflict. In older dogs, unusual behaviors like staring at walls, wandering aimlessly, or getting stuck in corners can sometimes indicate cognitive dysfunction. This condition is similar to dementia in humans. Early recognition can help veterinarians recommend diets or treatments that support brain health. A sudden change in appetite is also important. Dogs that normally eat eagerly but begin avoiding food may be dealing with pain, illness, or digestive problems. These kinds of changes are often the earliest signals that something needs attention. 9. Plastic bowl contamination. Plastic food and water bowls are common, but they can create problems over time. Plastic surfaces scratch easily. Those tiny grooves can trap bacteria even after washing. When bacteria build up in the bowl, they can transfer to a dog's mouth and skin. Some dogs develop irritation or small infections around the chin, often called canine acne. Another concern is the potential for chemicals to leach from low-quality plastics, especially when bowls sit in heat or sunlight. Over time, bacteria can also form a thin layer known as biofilm along the surface. Switching to stainless steel or ceramic bowls often helps reduce these issues because those materials are smoother and easier to sanitize. 10. Long nail alignment problems. Nail trimming is an important but often overlooked part of dog care. When nails grow too long, they touch the ground before the paw pads do. This pushes the nail back toward the toe each time the dog steps. That pressure can cause discomfort and affect how the dog walks. Dogs may shift their weight to avoid the pressure, which can place strain on joints and muscles. Over time, this uneven posture may contribute to joint problems or arthritis. Long nails can also reduce traction on smooth surfaces like hardwood or tile, making slips and minor injuries more likely. Regular trimming helps keep the paws in a natural position and supports healthy movement. Many dogs benefit from nail trims every few weeks, depending on how quickly their nails grow. 11. The lifetime water myth. Some people believe a dog's water bowl only needs refilling, not cleaning. In reality, the bowl should be washed and the water replaced regularly. Stagnant water collects dust, saliva, and leftover food particles. Over time, that mixture can allow bacteria to grow. Fresh water plays an important role in keeping a dog's organs working properly. Hydration helps support the kidneys, digestion, and body temperature. Changing the water daily and scrubbing the bowl keeps it clean and safe. 12. Overexcited socialization. Some dogs are allowed to rush toward every person or dog they see. While it may look friendly, it can create problems with self-control. Dogs benefit from learning how to stay calm when distractions appear. Without that skill, they may become overwhelmed by excitement. If they approach another dog that does not want to interact, tension can rise quickly. Teaching a dog to pause, focus, and remain calm around others helps prevent conflict and builds better social behavior. 13. Too much yard time. Leaving a dog in the yard for long periods may seem like exercise, but it often provides very little mental stimulation. When the environment never changes, dogs can become bored. Boredom often leads to behaviors like excessive barking, digging, or pacing along fences. Dogs usually benefit more from walks that allow them to explore new smells and surroundings. Even a slow walk focused on sniffing can provide far more mental engagement than hours in the same yard. 14. Skipping the warm-up. Jumping straight into intense exercise can strain a dog's body, especially in older dogs or large breeds. Sudden sprinting or hard play without preparation increases the risk of joint injuries. Starting with a few minutes of relaxed walking helps warm up muscles and joints. Gradually increasing activity allows the body to adjust safely before running or playing harder games. 15. Handling stress the wrong way. During stressful situations like storms, travel, or vet visits, dogs rely on their owners for guidance. Becoming overly anxious or frustrated can make the situation worse for the dog. A calm approach helps the dog feel safer. Tools such as treats, toys, or calming activities can redirect attention and reduce tension. Slow reassurance and patience are often more effective than trying to force the dog to confront the situation quickly. 16. The human bed conflict. Some dogs sleep happily on their owner's bed, but in certain cases it can lead to tension. If a dog begins guarding the bed space or growling when someone moves, the arrangement may be creating confusion about boundaries. Providing a comfortable dog bed nearby can sometimes reduce these issues. Clear and consistent sleeping rules help prevent conflict and keep the household routine predictable. 17. Ignoring dental health. Dental care is often overlooked in dogs, but it plays a major role in overall health. Plaque buildup can lead to gum disease and infection. Bacteria from the mouth can eventually enter the bloodstream. Regular brushing, dental wipe, or approved dental chews help reduce plaque. Routine dental care protects not only the teeth but also the heart and other organs. 18. Forced interaction. When a dog backs away from a person or another dog, it is signaling discomfort. Forcing them to continue the interaction can increase fear and damage trust. Allowing the dog to create distance helps them feel safer and gives them time to relax. Respecting those signals builds confidence and prevents situations that could lead to defensive behavior. 19. The no-pet zone. Many dogs have areas where they prefer not to be touched. Patting the top of the head, for example, can feel uncomfortable to some dogs because it blocks their view and comes from above. Many dogs prefer gentle scratches along the side of the body, chest, or shoulders instead. Learning where a dog enjoys being touched helps interactions stay calm and positive. 20. The table scrap sediment. Feeding table scraps is like putting low-grade fuel in a luxury engine. Human food is often high in fat, which can trigger pancreatitis, a painful clog in the digestive system. In bad cases, it can even affect nearby organs like the gallbladder. Keep the tank filled with proper dog food instead. 21. The collar-only pull. Using only a collar on a dog that pulls hard is like towing a heavy trailer with a tiny car. All the pressure goes straight to the neck. A front clip harness shifts that force to the chest and shoulders, protecting the throat. 22. The over-bathing seal break. Bathing a dog every week strips away the natural oils that protect their skin and coat. Without those oils, the coat turns dull and the skin becomes dry and prone to infection. 23. The scent masking error. Strong perfumed shampoos can overwhelm a dog's nose. Since smell is their main way of understanding the world, heavy fragrances can leave them confused and uncomfortable. 24. The cold start winter walk. Cold weather stiffens joints and slows circulation. Instead of rushing straight outside, give your dog a quick warm-up indoors with light play before heading into freezing temperatures. 25. The silent longevity tip. A dog's mind needs exercise too. Let them take slow sniff walks, where they lead and explore with their nose. 15 minutes of sniffing can be more enriching than a long run, keeping their brain active and engaged. Avoiding these mistakes isn't just about fewer vet bills, it's about giving your dog a longer, happier life. Small changes in food, grooming, and daily routines can make a huge difference. Dogs give us their loyalty every single day, so the least we can do is learn what helps them thrive.